Meiosis. Meiosis is a complex type of cell division. It makes the way for evolution and diversity. Meiosis is usually associated with the formation of spores in plants and fungi and gametes in animals. It occurs only in the special diploid cells. Students, meiosis is a type of cell division in which involves the halving of chromosome number. Therefore, it is termed as a reduction division. It is a process in which the chromosomes duplicate only once but cell divide twice. It results in the formation of 4 haploid cells. The meiotic division involves the 2 successive division, that means meiosis first or reduction division and meiosis second or equational division, both of which have karyokinesis and cytokinesis phases. Karyokinesis includes the 4 phases like mitosis. Now we are going to start with the meiosis first or reduction division. Firstly, karyokinesis. Prophase first. It is the most complicated and the longest phase of meiotic division. It is further distinguished into the 5 substages like leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin and dikinesis. Now we are going to discuss firstly leptotin, or which is also known as leptonema. During this stage, the chromatin network condenses and resolves into the long and thin thread-like chromosomes. Each chromosome consists of 2 chromatids but appears as a single thread. Now next, zygotin or zygonema. It is a phase in which homologous chromosomes begins to pair lengthwise. That means the morphologically and genetically similar chromosomes, one from parent paternal and other from maternal, present in the diploid cells are called homologous chromosomes, or simply we can say that these are homologs. Such a pairing of chromosomes is called synapsis. The pairs at this stage are called bivalent. Now next phase from the prophase first is pachytin, or also known as pachinema. During this phase, condensation of the chromosome progresses and they become short and thick. Each of homologous chromosomes now shows the 2 chromatids, so that the bivalent now appears to be composed of 4 chromatids, known as tetrad. The twisting of homologous becomes compact, resulting in the breakage and rejoining of the chromatids. During this process, crossing over, that is the exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes, takes place. Crossing over is the most significant event as it results in the genetic recombination of parental characters that leads to the variations. The points where crossing over takes place are called as chasmata. Now next phase from the prophase is the diplotin phase. The homologous now start repelling each other and begin to separate. However, at the points of crossing over, they remain attached, and thus the chasmata can be seen. Nucleolus and nuclear membrane start disappearing in this phase. Dikinesis. During this phase, chromosomes continues to condense and shorten. The separation of homologous proceeds and chasmata gets shifted to the ends of chromatids. This process is called terminalization. The nucleolus and nuclear membrane completely disappear during this dikinesis phase. Kinetic spindle fibers becomes apparent. Now, these leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin and dikinesis, these are the 5 phases which completes the prophase first. Now next, metaphase first. The spindle formation is completed and the bivalent moves and arrange themselves at equatorial plane in the metaphase first. Chromosomal fibers extend from poles to the centromere of the corresponding homologs. You can see in the figure, that means the all homologs are arranged in the equatorial plane. Then after anaphase first, the chromosomal fibers contract and pull the homologs and interchromosomal fibers appears and extend so that the homologous chromosomes start moving towards the opposite poles. During anaphase, the homologous start moving to the opposite poles. The centromere do not divide here. During this stage, homologous chromosomes, that is homologs, which are still attached at the chiasmata, finally get separated. This is called disjunction. Each chromosome is with two chromatids and one centromere. At the end of anaphase first, half the number of chromosomes gather at respective poles. After metaphase, the next phase is telophase first. The chromosomes uncoil to form chromatin during telophase first. The spindle fibers disappear. The nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear, forming the two daughter nuclei. During the end of telophase first, the cytokinesis first takes place. Telophase first is often followed by the division of cytoplasm. The plasma membrane constricts in the middle in animal cell, while in case of cell plate is formed in plant cell to form the two daughter cells. Each daughter cell is with a single nucleus consisting single set of chromosomes. In this way, from one diploid cell, the two cells are produced during meiosis first. Now next stage of the meiosis cell division is the meiosis second. In this meiosis second, it is just similar that the mitosis cell division. That means just as mitosis, it also completes with the 4 phases. Now meiosis cell division. Meiosis second also consists of 2 substages, that is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. The karyokinesis involves prophase second, metaphase second, anaphase second and telophase second. Both the haploid daughter cells that are formed at the end of meiosis first undergoes the meiosis second simultaneously. Now we are going to study the prophase second from the meiosis second. Prophase second. During this phase, the chromosomes with chromatids becomes distinct. The nucleus and nuclear membrane disappear. Metaphase second. During this phase, spindle formation takes place and the chromosomes move towards the equatorial plane. The chromosomes get connected to the respective poles by the chromosomal fibers. Anaphase second. The centromere of each chromosome divides and chromatids are separate. Each chromatid is now called as daughter chromosomes. Between the centromere of daughter chromosomes, interchromosomal fibers are formed. They move towards opposite poles by shortening contraction of the chromosomal fibers and elongation of interchromosomal fibers. Now next one, telophase second. The daughter chromosomes which have gathered at each pole start uncoiling. The nucleolus reappears and the nuclear membrane is formed around each group of the chromosomes, forming the two daughter nuclei. At the end of telophase second, the cytokinesis second begins. Telophase second is followed by the division of cytoplasm of each cell, forming the two daughter cells. At the end of meiosis second, we are having 4 haploid daughter cells are thus formed. In this way, meiosis is a significant process as it produces the haploid gametes for sexual reproduction. It also helps to maintain the chromosome number constant for a given species despite the fusion of gametes. It introduces the genetic recombination leading to the variation and evolution. In this way, student, we have completed here the meiosis type of cell division.